Alright, so there's two kinds of people. There's the person that always complains about everything in the world, and then there's the person that apologizes for literally anything. And it's so oh my god. Alright, so today guys, I'm going to tell you about my first ever SORAKA main. Normally I get really upset about people being like super cocky or just being an asshole, but there's a point where you're apologetic, but you're so overly apologetic that you waste more time trying to apologize and tell me how awful you are than actually just playing the game. And this SORAKA player was just so sorry about everything. And it wasn't just like, oh, you know, I took like a CS. It's like every single CS was like, sorry. Every single time I tried to do anything, I was just like, sorry I didn't get to lane fast enough. Sorry I didn't ward in the absolute perfect X and Y coordinate on the map for the specific ward to get the maximum. Sorry I didn't help you with this. Sorry I didn't heal you fast enough. Sorry you're not at 100%. It's just like, shut the fuck up. It's like, you're nice, but you're too nice. And you're so nice to the point where you're never going to progress as a player. And I was learning AD carry at the time, so I was already pre-tilted because what the fuck is farming? Have you tried farming before? Have you ever been a support main? And if you're AD carry main, you're gonna let me know that farming's fucking easy. Or a mid laner or a top laner. Junglers, you don't count because you get free farm anyway. Like, fuck you guys. But if you're a support main and you're trying to learn how to farm because you're just like, I'm just gonna learn Caitlyn today, it's probably one of the hardest things that you could probably do for yourself because it's a completely different concept. Instead of just trying to poke and harass somebody and ward and make sure that somebody's okay, you're focused on getting the farm this time. You're the person on the other side, and when somebody's not protecting you, you're like, what the fuck? And if somebody's spending all of this time to apologize for everything happening in the game, then they're not healing you, they're not saving you, they're not doing anything but sitting there. And when you look at that chat and it says sorry like 15 times in a row and nobody else said anything, it's just this person saying I'm sorry more than a Canadian says sorry, then you're just like, okay, something needs to change. And it's your attitude. I get it. Just instead of saying sorry, just continue playing, because the more you spend time typing in chat, it's the same as being angry. It's like if you're going to type paragraphs about things happening in the game that you're upset about, then you're going to fall behind. Same thing if you're spending hours typing to people in chat to let them know that you're fucking sorry. It's like, I get it. You are incompetent and you fucked up and you want to apologize because you don't want me to yell at you. But if you continue to do things like this, then we're going to fall further behind because you're more focused on apologizing to me than actually making something happen. And it's so frustrating. Okay, let me get this straight. There are a few things that frustrate me. Obviously the people that spend all of their time yelling at you in all chat. But if you're just, again, let's say it, if you're just apologizing for everything, then we don't do anything. And I've said that so much. I know I have. And the reason is because it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, you don't want somebody at a food restaurant, if you say the mashed potatoes were cold, instead of them apologizing to you for the cold mashed potatoes, you want them to just fix the problem. You don't want them to sit there and say sorry 15 times in a row. You want them to go to the back and either A, bring you some new mashed potatoes, or B, heat up the ones that you currently had. It's not that big of a deal. Just heat up the fucking mashed potatoes and go on with your life. Speaking of food, I've been learning how to cook more, and oh my god, learning how to cook with red wine vinegar is great. Anyway, let's continue. This SORAKA, we went through the game. I think I was playing Caitlyn at the time. I don't exactly remember. All I remember, this was after I met my friend that was playing Malphite. Oh man, that was a story. And it all happened to me when I decided, I was like, okay, I'm going to learn how to play AD carry. But anyway, I was on Caitlyn. I learned some things. I first backed an item. I was coming back to lane. The more and more I saw this SORAKA just sitting there and doing nothing, I was like, what is she doing? So I looked at chat and she was just telling me everything wrong that's been happening in that game. And it's just so annoying because it's like, instead of focusing that much of your effort, you could have helped me do something. You could have healed me. You could have silenced them. You could have done something. Used your Q on them, whatever. And this was before they did the SORAKA update. So SORAKA was a little different. I forgot exactly what she did. It was definitely more than what was happening at the moment. I definitely feel that this SORAKA player was just all kinds of over the place, because apparently, I don't know, may have been somebody just giving her a hard time, or she just didn't know what to do specifically, and she was getting over people being yelled at. Like, I've been yelled at as support, but instead of spending all my time in the chat trying to apologize for the things I did wrong, I just fucking changed what I did wrong and kept going, because you don't have that kind of time when you're in a game. And to make matters worse, the other team was starting to win. They were starting to get ahead, because fuck all, if I knew what I was doing, I didn't fucking know shit. I was new to playing AD carry. The fuck was happening? Anyway, we went through the game. Things weren't going all that crazy. We weren't doing that too well, but then out of nowhere, SORAKA got this really awesome 5-man heal off. Our jungler died, and SORAKA just proceeded to be like, oh, sorry jungler, I couldn't save you. We won the game, and everybody was just like, SORAKA, chill the fuck out. Chill out. Fucking chill. Anyway, we won the game. It was great. Soraka freaked out way too much. I don't really understand why she freaked out all the time. I mean, everything was actually just fine. Anyway, guys, I'm sure you've probably dealt with somebody that's super overly apologetic about one thing or another, and if you have, I want to hear about it in a comment below. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Alright, peace.